Here we are at Collins Country Homestead. I wanted to do a quick review on something that I use weekly, which is the Scag mower. It's a Scag Patriot. So I know usually when I go to buy something, I'm always doing research, and I like to hear what people's opinions are of things that they purchase. And based off of that research is how I typically purchase some items. So it's kind of helpful. So I just pressure washed it. I've had this for 2 years now. I've probably changed the oil 3 times now. I just got done doing that as well. Wanted to do a little review on it, maybe help somebody out if they're considering purchasing the Patriot Scag. As far as the way it looks, I love it. I think it looks way better than most other mowers in its class. It sits much lower. I have very long legs, and I actually feel very comfortable on this. I'm 6'2", probably pretty heavy, like 240 pounds. So I like this mower because of how low it sits. They got this rollover bar at the perfect height to where it's not too tall. I mean, my head's probably right here, which is awesome because now you can get a little bit lower lying branches over top of it without worrying about hitting them. Now, most people don't even use those rollovers, but I like to use them just in case we got some hills and stuff here. But as far as the way it looks, it's amazing. I think it looks awesome. I love the seat. The seat looks amazing. It holds up extremely well. And I love this Scag emblem here in the back. I think that's pretty cool. So mine is the Kawasaki motor. You can also get this in a Kohler motor. I have a brother who works as a mechanic, deals with equipment kind of like this. He does tell us to stay away from Kohlers. Kawasaki's the better one. So that's a Kawasaki. I think it's a 24 horse mower. Yep, 23.5 horsepower mower. It's got plenty of power. So this is the 61-inch deck. It has the commercial rated hydros underneath this, which is one of the reasons why I wanted this mower. And it also has the better engine. So you can get speeds, I think, up to like 12 mile an hour, if that makes a difference to you. I don't mow at 12 mile an hour, but you definitely can. So anyways, this is a great mower. I have not had one issue with this. It mows extremely good. The one thing that I was looking at was this deck. This is the 61-inch Hero deck, which is commercial rated, prosumer rated, but it isn't their Vortec deck. So I think this is extremely stout. There's nothing wrong with this. I mean, it's like a little tank. But as far as the suction, like the Vortec, you're not going to quite get that. I mean, this is a great mower. I highly recommend it for the prosumer people. Anything under this, you're going to get kind of more of the residential grade everything. And this kind of gears towards more of the, the commercial rated engine, the hydros, and the controls and everything. So what a great mower. So on this deck, you do have the sealed bearings on the pulleys down below here. So that is one thing some people may not like. Also, it's not real accessible like their higher end models. Their higher end models, these are actually hinged and you can lift them up and grease them. Now, you don't have to grease these, and that's probably why they didn't put that feature in here. But if you had to get to the pulleys, you just have to undo some bolts here and replace them. But the deck has plenty of positions. You can see here, it goes from 1.5 inch all the way up to 5 inches. So, and it's 1/4 inch increments there. So everything is really nice about this. If you got any questions specific to this machine, let me know. And, I'm not a salesman by no means, nor am I being sponsored, but I did a lot of research on this mower and I really like it. So, well, thanks for watching our videos. I'll see if I can go mow with this in some high grass so you can see how it cuts. Okay, here I am on the mower. We're gonna get it started and we're gonna go over here and mow something high so you guys can see how this cuts. It's got plenty of power, never had any issues. The stability of this thing is really good. I did almost flip it one time, but it was so weird. This thing stood straight up in the air and somehow fell back forward. So just be careful when going up hills. It's better to go down them or side to side. So here we go, we're gonna start it. So it starts right up. In the wintertime, it has no issues too. There is a choke. Sometimes you have to use when it's colder. Alright, so you can see how high some of this stuff is. we're gonna mow this and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. So that was pretty high grass, as you can see here. It was pretty high. So I did have to go over it a couple of times, but otherwise it didn't do too bad. Some places over there I didn't have to go over twice. I wanted to let you guys know this grass is super wet too right now because it rained last night. And right here, I forgot, I took my tractor through here at one point and there's a pretty good sized rut. So the lawnmower fell into it. As you could see, probably on the time lapse, I got right out of it, no big deal. I turned the mower off just in case it did flip or something crazy. Just turned it off and got out of there. No big deal. So, I mean, everything mowed pretty good. Now, typically you're not gonna be mowing grass that high. That's something a bush hog should be doing. But just to give everybody a peace of mind of what it can do. Also, I should note, these are not factory blades. The factory blades I tore up because I didn't know how to drive a zero turn and I was running over everything I shouldn't. So I can put a link in the description of the blades I got on here now. It's a mulching style blade, and they're not the greatest, but yeah, they're pretty decent. So I can put a link in the description for those. But I'm gonna go mow some regular grass so you guys can see that, and I can go pretty much at any speed, and it's gonna cut every single blade. All right, this is the thickest grass that I got here. This is above our septic system. So it's pretty thick, it's pretty tall right now. I'm just gonna mow like 1 or 2 stripes through it because I don't really wanna finish mowing today. Everything's wet, you can see here. Everything's really wet still, but let me show you what this mows like in normal lawn conditions. So we don't have the best grass here. There's a lot of weeds and stuff in it, but as you can see, I mean, it really didn't hardly miss any blades with it even being wet, and this is pretty thick. This definitely isn't like a golf course, but you know, I would say this is most people's lawns, and this is definitely my thickest area. It did pretty good. You can see all the grass that it discharged over here. So yeah, I'm not going to finish mowing today, but there you have it. So that'll give you a little bit of an idea of what to expect with this machine. It's great, I love it. I do not regret this purchase whatsoever. The seat is amazing. As heavy as I am, that seat cushions me very well. There's springs up underneath of it. There's springs inside the seat. Very comfortable. And we just built this house. So, I mean, there's a lot of lumps and bumps in this yard still. And I have zero complaints with this machine as far as that's concerned. So yeah, if you're doing some research and you like we're looking at the Scag Patriot, hopefully this video helps you make a decision. If I was to tell you anything I didn't like about the machine, I would probably put a little bit more aggressive tires in the back, and these right here I would do solid rubber tires. These are supposed to hold air, but my right tire, pretty much within 6 months after I bought this machine, it doesn't really hold air very well, so I've constantly got to put air in it. Something you can upgrade later on. You can actually upgrade. You can get lights on this machine, which is pretty cool. Little headlights. You can also get a little hitch for the back. But you know, I got other equipment around here that I would pull, you know, trailers and stuff with. So, but yeah, this is the Scag Patriot.